How much would you have to be paid to have a bath with me? But it has to
No, naked, like naked. No. I couldn't do it.
So you have to answer. You have to answer how much.
Can I close my eyes? What's me toe stuck in?
Hello and welcome to Amber and Vogue, the podcast.
Hello. Here we are, guys. Welcome. We are here a little bit sooner than what we anticipated, but it's due to conflicting schedules on both parts. I shall not let you take the hit for just this, Vogue.
And we've got Pete with us, so we're just warning you.
Whitey.
There's a more manly voice than even ours.
Yeah.
I'm going to snitch on Amber. She's just said I look like shit and I don't want to do the record. So there we go. Those are the vibes.
You don't
I
look
know.
like shit.
Not that I don't want to. I just wasn't expecting to do it. I know. My hair is like straw. It's like Wurzel Gummidge. After like washing it every day in Center Parcs, your hair just gets ruined.
That is our... I mean, that's probably our only note for Center Parcs is the chlorine in the pool, which we appreciate because we'd rather be swimming in a clean pool than an algae-ridden pool. But my God, Center Parcs is, I gotta say, one of the greatest places on earth.
Oh, it's so much crack.
I wasn't really now, in fairness, because I haven't been, well, we haven't been to Center Parcs, and Theodore was, when it first opened in Ireland, I think Theodore was like 1.5, and we went down to Center Parcs, and we did have a great time, and this time we booked a little late, but my brother and his wife and their kids and stuff and their friends were going down, and we booked to go down, and we left on Friday afternoon, because you can go down and go for a swim, so we went down for a swim, and the water slides are gas. And there is this thing called the Rapids. Obviously, people will know it if they've been to Center Parcs.
It's outside. You're not coming away from the rapids unless you've been thrown around like you've been in a tumble dryer.
Yeah, it's kind of like being in a washing machine, but you can breathe in it. So you have to, but it's like people you don't know. You're just like, everyone's touching and rubbing off each other.
That sounds like an orgy. It's like, there's no way you're looking demure or anything going down this thing. Like, Gigi was in front of me one of the days and I saw her do 2 or 3 tumbles and then eventually her little head popped up. But Jesus.
It's so well done. I wanted to do a bit of a deep dive on Center Parcs, but we literally got back today. Now, I was like, we'll take the kids swimming today, and Spenny didn't come, so I was doing the jobs he'd usually do. You can bring your car, collect your stuff, you drop your car back. And so we went swimming a little bit late, but how people can do more than the amount of time we did, I do not understand.
In the swimming place. Now we were going. We were there before it opened. We were there at 9 a.m. till like yesterday. I was like to Vogue. It was like 11 o'clock. I was asking if they were serving drinks at the bar. I was asking. They were warning me that there was no food until like 12:30. I was like, oh God, because we were getting up at like 6 o'clock.
Because we were going to bed early, but it's one of those places it's really well done for kids, but also for adults. And I found that when you're away with your kids and stuff, you're kind of like, you're like, I have to get back in the pool. When you're in Center Parcs, you kind of turn into a child again because you just do everything that they're doing. Like, how serious were we about the pottery? Now, my pottery was gorgeous.
Mine was gorgeous. Where is the pottery actually? I was devastated I couldn't do another salad bowl.
You can go pottery painting, and they have this pre-made pottery, and T saw this massive dragon, and you have to pay another €15 for the dragon. So I let him get the dragon, and then obviously when the dragon comes down, you have to do 3 layers of paint on it, and like by the time he'd done half a layer on the whole dragon, he was kind of over the dragon, so it was a mainly white dragon until Amber got involved.
Vogue was you were too focused on your witch you were painting, and then I had to. I was drafted in to help Gigi. Then I was like, and TT's thing was massive. But listen, we got there in the end and I think they look great. Delighted with myself.
Did. And Amber was the most well-behaved person. This is why I'm saying that Amber has like this insane amount of self-control. So she was having drinks, not a small amount of drinks, if we're really honest with herself. But then she was taking herself to bed before 10. And I was like, no, the first night you did 11. And I was worried about it because you cycle everywhere. So you can rent bikes down there. And we were cycling everywhere. And I was like, God, she's after taking the 2 wheels with her. She's going to be cycling back now. I hope she'll make it.
I should have taken the one with the trailer on the back because that's like a trike. And Frederick thinking he was going to be dropping me home on the bike. I was like, no, I'm okay. But 11 the first night, 10:30 the second night, and 9:30 the third.
I know.
And I'm still wrecked. I've had to have 2 little 20-minute cat naps today. Oh my God, actually, I've got the flu jab tomorrow night. I've just remembered.
Oh, I've got my flu jab. People don't like when you talk about jabs. They think that we're jab pushers.
Oh, I'm just doing my own due diligence for myself. I don't want to get sick. I'm on the ginger shots. I did a ginger shot when I got home today. Delicious. I'm actually quite into them. And I have turmeric ones.
That's lovely, Amber. We're absolutely thrilled for you. How much were they? 3 for 2? Because the fridge is full of them.
I know, no. When I was driving down, driving down to Center Parcs, because we went in separate cars, I noticed actually, so first of all, I stopped to get some petrol and to get a bit of booze. And there is a hearse getting petrol with a coffin in the back.
No!
I was going to take a picture, but I said, what am I going to do with the picture? Yeah.
With flowers on it.
The body was in the coffin. I'm assuming the coffin had a body in it. At the petrol station, like. Would you not have gotten your petrol before?
Oh my God, that's so bad.
And then on the flip side, as I was driving along, I saw a little honesty box for like eggs or honey. It was a honey honesty box.
Well,
do you know what that is? I know you struggle with the definition of honesty.
I know what an honesty box is. I don't agree with them. Just take what you want.
Why?
I'm only joking. You know the way they do honesty bars? They do them, it's like, that's bad news. When people have had a few drinks, you're doing an honesty bar. The honesty's out the window after drink 3.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to do, obviously, 3 loops of the hill when I die in the hearse. And I want to go as close to the cliffs as possible. Maybe you could get me what are they called? A papoose. Is that what the baby goes in? You could put me in that and just take me for a little
A papoose. Oh, come here. And also, this will obviously be going out after Halloween. But remember we were talking about our Halloween costumes. And I was saying how I was like so lazy and I just used to get my face done. I actually got a memory of it today. Sorry, this is really good. So I'm wearing an all white one, look. An all white thing and an all black contact lens. Like, that's terrifying.
Yeah, I know, but I wouldn't say that you've put all the effort in there. Someone painted your face.
No, I just put a t-shirt
on. A white t-shirt.
That was a load of effort from me.
She's going as a ghost next year.
The energy levels on this are definitely a bit low, so we need to kind of up the oomph.
Do you know how we're going to do that? Sister cards. Sister.
Okay.
Design your dream meal. Only one meal. So I don't want your death row meal like where you're doing loads of bits and bobs. One meal.
But it's a dream meal deal, Vogue. When you go to the meal deal, you get a Sammy, you get crisps, and you get a drink. And sometimes a choco bar. Well, actually,
I don't. I avoid.
It's like the same when you go to Marks and Sparks. You get your side dish, your main dish, your dessert.
Honestly, Marks and Sparks is what grannies say. You can't say Marks and Sparks. Just say Marks and Spencer.
No.
Please. And what I'm saying to you, also, here's a truth corner, not a truth corner for me, and in my opinion, for me, I don't like packaged sandwiches and I avoid them where I can. And some people make way less effort than other people. I always find they're a bit wet and they're just, if I have to get one, tuna and cucumber, if I have to,
Jesus.
I'm not happy about it.
I wouldn't be getting that. No, I used to always get the chicken stuffing one, but I don't get them anymore.
Of course.
Sometimes you used to get the triple one. I don't do that.
Okay, dream meal, go.
Well, are we doing starter, main, dessert?
No, it's meal.
Okay. I'm going to say I like lamb. A lamb roast.
A Jane roast.
I suppose, yeah, a Jane lamb roast. I actually was this afternoon while I was kind of in and out of my cat naps. I was thinking, and I kept on getting served them up on TikTok. I was thinking about a little Chinese chinoise.
Oh, Chinese order. You've got to get Singapore noodles. You've got to get crispy beef. Don't talk to me.
Shredded chili beef, yeah.
If you don't chuck in a spring roll, get off the train. Get off the train.
But the thing about it for me is like, everyone's so mad about curry sauce. I do not vibe on curry sauce. I'm sweet and sour or satay.
There's a Christmas lights thing over in Ireland in Malahide Castle, and they do curry chips, and they are the most delicious. So once a year, oh my God, my mouth's watering. Like once a year, I will get those goddamn curry chips, and sometimes I pop a bit of ketchup on there, a little bit more flavour. Oh,
you're sick. Okay. I saw. Do you know what? Have you ever seen these things on TikTok? So you go up with your bag of crisps, and it's like a share size bag of crisps. And basically, they give you all the toppings that you want. So they'll have melted cheese. They could have some meat. They could have some pico de gallo and all this guacamole and everything like that. And they just chuck it in on top of all of your.
Oh my God!
Now I'm
it's water. We're having salmon. Now, I have to say, my dream meal today would be if I could have been arsed to make those potatoes, but I didn't. So
my dream meal was not my dream meal today. Oh, I got a sandwich from somewhere. And it was something I used to get all the time.
There are sub rolls. I used to get that all the time.
Because she let me order off the menu because it's something I used to always get, and then they took it off the menu. But like, it just was not a vibe. I just thought,
no, even the smell of it. Do you know where it's lovely? I'm sorry for English people listening. There's one in England that's kind of similar. I think it's called the Salad Project or AITAs bowls, which are expensive, but they are delicious. But there's a place in Dublin called Sprout, and I got it at a shoot. I think I've brought it up before, but Jesus Christ, the satay.
I've had that a couple of times the last few weeks.
Absolutely. Okay, my dream meal, right, if I had to have a dream meal now, you've thrown me with the Chinese. I'm going to say chicken wings because I haven't had wings in ages. I need to go for a wing sesh.
I mean, we'd probably say King Citric would be our dream meal. All the bits and bobs there.
Yeah, crab claws, goat cheese salad, and chicken wings because I haven't had it in ages.
Or you could pull our Auntie Naomi and order a burger in a seafood restaurant.
She always, but Spen's mom always orders a burger wherever she goes. She loves a burger.
I do like a nice steak now as well.
Oh, we stopped
and
off
homemade
to get the kids.
chips.
We got stopped off to get the kids Supermarkets today on the way home, and on 3 big massive trucks full of cows drove by, and I was like, oh God, I know where they're going, aren't they? Well, like, where would they be going? My friend who was in the car was like, they might be going to another field. I was like, they're not going to another field. They were gorgeous looking cows.
You don't know that for sure.
Maybe they're getting sold off in England. I don't know. Do we sell cows to England? Maybe. They were big fat cows though, which made me think, oh no.
Okay, so we're too torn on all the dream meal deals, and Vogue doesn't understand what a meal deal is, so we couldn't actually answer the question.
I know what a meal deal is. Okay, fine. Choose a drink and crisps then as well. Fine.
Rock shandy.
Epic choice, yes. I'll join you on the rock shandy.
I'd have to say, I just love if a meal deal, so it's a sandwich, a thing. Okay, my sandwich would probably be like maybe a Christmas sandwich.
Oh, is that the kind of meal deal we're doing? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I get it now. Oh no. I'm getting one of those Minetta sandwiches, which is like, this is fancy sandwich shop, and they do like toasted. Oh my God, I'm watering again. I'm so conscious of how we sound after eating on the pod like pigs. They do like lemon and herb chicken with like this gorgeous garlic mayo. I think and like a nice toasted in chicken.
Like even the sandwiches we make down in Spain with the fresh like baguettes and then the chicken and the onions, because the onions are so delicious. Oh God. Okay. A crisp buffalo hunky dory.
You go buffalo. I know, but I'm kind of like happy with cheese and onion.
Oh, basic bitch. Okay, we're done. What's one thing that instantly makes you happy and one thing that instantly pisses you off? A good night's sleep and a bad night's sleep.
My kids and my kids.
Yeah, fair. What's your favorite time of the day?
No, Amber, sorry. The sleep thing is the worst. I'm going to have to go and talk to somebody about it. It can ruin my whole
obsessive.
week.
It's obsessive for sure. But it's all about how you talk to yourself internally. It's all about your inner voice.
That's what I said to myself last night when I thought I wasn't having a good sleep. It turned out I got 8 hours. I was like, just go sleep. You're okay, cuz it's okay.
That's what I was saying in my head up there.
Safe.
Sleep.
I didn't even have a period on. I had nothing.
Okay, well, come here. What's your favorite time of the day? I would say my favorite time of the day is when it's nice, it's in the summer, and I get home from work. And it's really, really
We
sunny.
didn't ask about your season. We said the time of day.
Okay, when I get home from work.
That's your favourite time of day? My favourite time of day is the morning. I love waking up. If I've had a good night's sleep. And getting up and knowing that I get to have my breakfast. And then I get to think about my lunch after that. It's exciting.
I love coming home and having nice chill time and maybe going for a walk, maybe do a sauna, have a lovely bit of food, maybe watch a show. And then go to bed really early.
My 5 to 7 is like
that's hectic. Yeah, but that's very different from my 5 to 7. My 5 to 7 is just
Yeah, my 5 to 7 is very full on. Whereas in the morning, it's nice. We get up, we have breakfast. My favourite thing to do is walk the kids to school. That's my favourite time. Okay, what's the most beautiful name you've ever heard?
I mean, I said it the other week. I quite like Lola. I liked Milo as well. Lola, I like because you're the actress from Milo. The Summer I Turned Pretty is called Lola Tongue. I know, I'm sorry. I was watching more clips.
I love the name Lola actually as well, but it reminds me of the Kinks song. Lola.
Ophelia's nice. Obviously, still obsessing over Taylor Swift's song.
God, you're taking a long time to learn that bloody dance. You're taking a long time to learn the Taylor Swift dance. It's embarrassing.
I just can't. I can't get this. I can't get the last line.
It's so embarrassing. I love the name Gigi, obviously. I love the name Romy.
Romy's lovely.
Romy, and I do love Lola, but I also love Lulu.
Oh, sorry, I love Jasper.
What's something very sexy that's totally non-sexual?
Good manners.
Yeah, and not being a miser.
Generous.
Being generous is nice, but you don't have to be generous in monetary terms either. You could be generous with your time. You could be generous by like listening to people.
Or what's something that's very sexy that's totally non-sexual? Someone who's not only interesting, but they're interested.
Yes. Get that. Okay, biggest fears in life. Oh, dying. God, straight away. What the hell is wrong with you guys? You're just walking around like it's not going to happen. Like, why is no one thinking about this? Honestly, you know what's happening to us all, and you're just walking around just nonchalantly, just thinking about when you're gonna get your next coffee from.
I think
you won't have coffee one day.
My biggest fears are disappointing people or being an inconvenience, or I suppose sometimes
you are an inconvenience.
Another one for me is like not me dying, it's other people dying. Oh, quick, go to the next question.
What celeb do you most want to hang out with?
Claudia Winkleman.
Claudia Winkleman. Theodore we were in Super Value there, and he was like, there's that man from the Traitors, and I was like, oh, it was Claudia Winkleman on the front of a magazine.
That man.
I was like, no, T.
He came up when we were playing top trumps there. I was like, do you want to play top trumps? I was like, yeah, okay, fine, let's go. He had like literally 11 cards, so we didn't even have an even amount of cards each. Oh my God, you're so good at this. How do you know?
I would like to hang out with, like, I've met Kim now, but I'd love to hang out with Kylie and Khloé.
Yes, we'd love to go to this. We've said that before.
Sorry. Amber and I were in the spa in Center Parcs.
Well, I was in the fucking pool on my own.
Amber was walking around like a ghost. I couldn't wait to go to the spa. We had an hour in the spa and I was so excited. I was like, there's a sauna, there's like a glacial shower, there's a lovely pool, there's like all these amazing things. And Amber was like, I don't like spas. I
forgot I didn't like spas. I get so bored.
From room to room, like the headless lady.
I didn't know what to do with myself. I was like loner out in the pool. So I swam down to the very end of the pool. And then this woman came out and I was like, God, I better check what time it is for a massage. And she was like, oh, my watch is after running out of battery. This woman had fallen in one of the rooms, Pete. So it's like a forest room where there's like running water and stuff like that and nice music. And she'd fallen asleep for an hour and 45 minutes. Just randomly.
That's how relaxing it was.
She said she'd had a glass of wine during the day. I was like, if a glass of wine knocked me out like that, I'd be having two a day.
But Amber, anyway, we both got in trouble for being on our phones. We didn't know that we weren't meant to be on our phones. But before I got in trouble for the phone, I saw that Khloé Kardashian liked my reel.
There you go. Oh, look at Pete's face.
Look at your face, Pete.
Vogue, that's a huge fucking deal for you.
I know. So does that mean we're like friends, or what's the...
Well, hang on a sec. So you met Kim. Khloé's liking you real. Vogue, is there something you want to tell us? Are you a new honorary Kardashian member?
I bloody well think so. I'm gonna get free skims, maybe. Hopefully. Someone came up to me today and they're like, Where's your pube G-string? I was like, I don't have it.
Where did someone come up to you saying that?
When I was queuing for the water slide.
What? Obviously having a joke with you.
No, I just had a load of pubes hanging out of my bikini belt. Of course she was having a joke with me. Okay.
There's some OGs that you'd probably want to hang out with as well to have good like David Attenborough. Helen Mirren. Great. Your mum, June Rogers, who played Doc Cotton, I'd say she would have been great crack. Lady Gaga be great crack.
Lady Gaga be fun. Celine Dion, I'd say be quite fun.
Yeah, I'd say she's a bit of a Looney Tune. Okay, which celeb do you most want to be adopted by?
Victoria Beckham.
Oh, you said that before. Oh, I don't know now with all the stuff going on with Brooklyn.
I think they've reached out. I think they're friends now.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what's happening. Listen, if you and mom fell out, there's more mom for me, so whatever.
I like which one would you most? I quite like that. Like Demi Moore and Bruce Willis are still very close, and I think their girls have a bit of an unusual relationship. They say they still bath together and stuff like that.
I was going to ask you if you'd like to have a bath.
No, thank you.
How much would you have to be paid to have a bath with me? But
no, naked. No, I couldn't do it.
No, you have to answer. You have to answer how much.
When I close my eyes. What's me toe sucking?
We have to have a half an hour bath together. I'm not saying that we have to like touch each other's bums or anything like that, but we have to be sitting naked in the bath.
You'll be there trying to make it a jacuzzi with your windy arse.
How much? I'd probably do it for 10 grand.
25.
25, I'd do it for 10. I could be pushed for 5 if it was cash.
25 grand to have a bath with your sister. You could chop that and
naked.
I'd probably do that with my sister.
Pete's like, I'd do it for £2.
300 quid. I'm getting in the bath with my sister.
Oh my naked.
Yeah, you just don't look.
You have to look. You're talking to each other in the bath.
When I was getting, and you
have to wash each other's hair.
When I was getting ready on Friday, there's no holds barred with these kids. Like there's no personal space when you're away with the kids. And I was in the bathroom just doing my makeup. So the toilet is right beside the sink. So I was doing my makeup. The next thing, Theodore's underneath me. And I was like, was it Theodore? I think it was Theodore. I was like, are you doing a number 2? Yeah. I was like, that's wafting straight up my nose when I'm trying to do my makeup. Get out. Agony Amp. Vogue and Amber. This is Melissa, long-time listener, first-time emailer. I love how people say that. Love listening to you each week. My question for Agony Amp is, do you feel like you're becoming more of a Karen as you get older?
That's a good question.
I watched my mum go from a fun-loving girl to a moody lady throughout my teens, and I wonder if the same is happening to me. Like nowadays, I will get into a taxi and ask them to turn the music down. I never used to care. I also regularly return coffees and dishes in restaurants if I don't absolutely love them. Have you girlies started doing this more as you're moving through life, or am I just developing the Karen gene? P.S. I feel bad for everyone called Karen. I just don't know what other term to use.
I know. How did that happen? Like, why was it just one particular Karen that ruined it for all the other Karens, and that's where the Karen?
It was a meme. It was a meme or something like that. Yeah, it is actually really offensive to Karens. And then they had that restaurant. Do you remember? And I think it was called the Karen Diner or something like that.
Yeah, I do follow a page that is it exclusively shows Karens, and it's exceptional what some people get up to, and they think that it's acceptable. I would say I think that you really I think you have to be more self-aware. Like sometimes when I see people being rude in restaurants and stuff, I just feel like, you know what, like their job is hard, and like and even when it comes to tipping and stuff, I think if you're going to a restaurant and you had a nice meal, you should tip, and you should tip. Like, what is it over here? I'd usually tip more than 10% because I just would, but you don't have to. But if you tip 10%, I always think it's quite nice because having worked in the service industry for so long, like you don't get paid that much. You kind of rely on your tips, and you like work really hard to make your tips good. So I think that it's important to do that. And like if you've ordered something and you don't like it because you just think, oh, I'd prefer to try that other thing, you probably shouldn't be sending it back.
I don't think she's saying that. She's just saying that she's doing that more now than, and usually maybe she wouldn't have done that. But regularly return coffees and dishes in restaurants. If there's validity in doing it, but like if you're doing it regularly, perhaps there's not validity in doing it. Maybe you're being a little bit particular.
In answer to your question, as I get older, I probably do feel like I need to have more self-awareness and be like, you know what? You're in a bad mood. Don't take it out on everyone else. And I wouldn't have usually been like that when I was younger. So maybe, yeah, it does happen when you get older.
But there are certain things now with taxis and stuff like that. Like I remember when I was in London when was it? Was it April or May? And I got in a taxi and it's a comfort type of taxi. So I was like, okay, you can choose a temperature and everything like that. Now I never do anything. But I got in, your mum was eating a pack of like cheese and onion crisps. That's a bit much.
Like potatoes, they stink.
No, it was in London, so even worse.
Oh, walkers.
So I think just be mindful if you're actually being reasonable when you're complaining or if you're potentially just being a little bit of a grumpy Greta.
You know what? I've turned into a coffee snob. Didn't used to be like this. I used to be like, I love, what's that other one you put in the thing? Instant. I was like, I love instant. I don't know why everyone has a problem with it. Now I'm like, it has to be from a specific coffee shop. Like I've turned into, so maybe I need to check myself too before I wreck myself. We do. Okay, so we used to do a fact file with Spenny, but we found this thing that science can't explain. So as soon as you start liking something on your algorithm, like mine has just gone wild. Like I just keep seeing ghost stuff, which I love. So there's loads of ghost stuff that comes up and whether or not it's true. And did you see the shadow behind the door? And now more recently it's coming up with like all this alien stuff. And I'm like, it's scaring the shit out of me, but some things have come up. So we went and had a little deep dive on certain things. So why do we dream? We don't actually know why we dream properly, but science has several theories. It could be memory processing to emotional regulation, but no one knows why we create stories while we sleep. Last night, Otto was laughing in his sleep. And I was like, isn't that lovely? He's having a great time. Whatever he's doing, he was like a little dog sleeping last night, like going for runs in his sleep and then laughing in his sleep. I was like, he must be thinking of something lovely.
I think it's definitely processing memories and stuff like that. They say that déjà vu is. So déjà vu is when memory skips. It's like a blip in your brain. So it skips. So it goes to short-term memory, then gets committed to long-term memory, but it skips and goes straight to long-term memory. So that blip in your brain makes you think that you've seen this before, but you haven't. It's just that it's a...
Oh, I didn't know that.
There you go.
That's good.
What are other things that science can't explain?
Why do we age? They understand how we age through cell damage, telomere shortening and DNA mutation, but we don't know why evolution hasn't eliminated it instead of allowing it to continue. Like, you know, the way sharks have just basically, they have mutated over years. Like so they're just the longest living animal because they're able to adapt to the environment that they're in, but we haven't been able to do that and we don't know why. Maybe it's because we're all going somewhere nice after this.
Well, no. That's relevant.
No, there's no limit.
That's relevant to something that I saw and it freaked me out. Pete, you and I spoke about this last week. So basically this man, Alan Hamill, is that his name? Sorry, I cannot see. The husband of the late Suzanne Summers created an AI clone of her and claims you cannot tell the difference. She died 2 years ago and had been with him for 55 years at the time of her death. So creating clones of one another was something the couple had been discussing since the 1980s. He called the project, calling the project to turn his late wife into an AI clone perfect. Hamill said it was exactly Suzanne, and I asked her a few questions and she answered them and it blew me and everybody else away. The AI clone was trained with all of her 27 books and lots of interviews that she had done, hundreds of interviews, so that she'd be ready to be asked any questions at all and be able to answer it. So he also claims that it was all his late wife's idea. Imagine that.
Oh my God, you could clone me from all the pods that I've done. There'd be loads of stuff to clone me.
Yeah, there you go. And then in addition to that, 28% of people have had an intimate or romantic relationship with an AI chatbot. Because didn't we say that, was it last week? Or
I kind of find that a bit sad.
Yeah, but it's like that movie with
lonely.
Joaquin Phoenix. Remember her with Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah, I never watched that. I always thought it looked a bit strange.
I didn't really like it. So basically, soon you're going to be able to do sexting with the ChatGPT. OpenAI said that.
I'll tell you what, Pete will definitely be sexting a robot. There's no doubt in my mind. Has he done it yet? Probably. Let me tell you a couple more things, right? Why do we yawn contagiously? Because it regulates alertness or brain temperature, but it spreads through social or visual clues. They don't know. So scientists don't know.
I think when you even talk about a yawn, like if you talk about a yawn, it makes you yawn.
So this was the thing that really freaked me out, and this is what has changed my whole algorithm. This crap. So your consciousness can jump through time, meaning gut feelings are memories from the future. You know the way you're like, oh, I just don't know if I should do that, and you just kind of you feel it in your bones that you shouldn't do it.
Yeah, but is that not also somewhat linked to like that whole thing about self-fulfilling prophecy, that if you think a certain way, you're going to manifest it being like that's, you know, how people manifest positive things, but also I think equally like if you're going to be like, there was a girl on the when me and TT did the zip line yesterday, she got to the last bit, which was quite high up. And she's crying, she's very upset. And, oh God, I can't remember what I was going to say there.
And Amber started laughing at her and jeering.
I did not. I was giving her support. I said, you'll I know it's really scary, but you'll be delighted that you did it. You're very brave. And then I pushed her.
Well, gut feelings, right? Experiments show brain activity can predict future events, supporting precognition. This is linked to quantum entanglement. There's so much stuff. Like there was this guy. Now, this is again, I've gone down this really weird. I'm going to start talking about the Earth being flat. I am being served up that kind of stuff, by the way. In Alaska, not in Alaska, in Antarctica, there's supposedly this sheer drop down the side, and then that's where the Earth stops. And I know the Earth is round, but you can see why people get turned. But anyway, so the brain may be entangled with its future state, allowing information to transfer across time. Your brain basically could live like 3,000 years, 2.5, 3,000 years, but it's our body that lets us down.
I saw a video on TikTok, and there's these people walking in China on the Sichuan mountain, or maybe am I thinking about Sichuan chicken?
Sichuan chicken.
They were basically, and this guy had disconnected himself from the safety cable, and he rolled down, gone. Happened in September, 35 years of age.
He basically took off his harness to take a picture, to take a selfie.
Yeah.
And he just fell off.
That is so something you would do.
That is, come on. No, I'm very safety conscious. God, we love these. Please keep sending them in to amberandvoguepod@global.com. Okay, I wanted your take on this, girls. My name is Lucy. I'm in a group chat with my siblings, my dad and my stepmom. The other day, we're all messaging about something, and Dad messaged in the chat with the most disturbing text I've ever read in my life. They were clearly just meant for my stepmom. They said, "Can't wait to see you. Lots of touching on Sunday, please." Oh my God. "Can't believe I haven't seen you in a week. Too long. Need to make up for it." And then another one, "Thinking of your hands." Oh no. Well, the thing is, at least like it's good for your dad. I die. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I die.
I don't know what I don't know what you can do there. Like
you don't do anything. You delete them from your brain and pretend it never happened.
Yeah.
Like we all know in the back of our minds that they're still getting up to whatever they're getting up to, and that's fine. That's their own business, and we don't like to think about how we arrived on this earth or anything like that. Some things you just forget. You just forget. Put them in a box and forget, and your dad's still getting it
dropped me off.
Yeah, right. I'd say a raven dropped you off.
A magpie robbed you from someone else's nest.
Oh God, there's nothing worse when someone does that. Oh, I remember someone sent me a really embarrassing message that was like, it was about me, but it was nice about me, but like they obviously didn't mean to send it to me. And I saw it and I was like, oh God. And I didn't open it, and then they deleted it after, and I just forgot about it. That's it. I only thought about it again there. So thanks a lot.
That's like my fear of like if you were to leave your phone recording a voice memo, and you leave the room.
Oh, about what people, yeah. Well,
that's a terrible way to feel though, that you'd be worried that people would do that.
I remember once with an ex, oh God, me and one of my best friends were in her bedroom. Now we were only young and I'd broken up with him. We weren't that young though, and I had tried to ring him, and it didn't go through. It went to voicemail, but like I hadn't seen that. It hadn't hung up. And then we proceeded to have a conversation about why the other guy that I was seeing was better than him and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, oh my God. I never heard anything about it. He obviously just, I don't know. I don't want to know. It was
He probably
years
couldn't
ago.
hear you. Like if you're away from the phone, it's difficult to hear. Okay, I want to do one last thing. Okay, all about lazy cleaning because obviously we love cleaning. So,
I didn't see much cleaning going on from you this weekend.
Vogue, I was sleeping with a child. Okay, I took a hit. You left me with Otto a long time.
That sounds...
A long time. Both days I was left with Otto. Zero crack.
You didn't want to go in the rapids.
No, I didn't want to be stuck in the baby area.
That's where you belong. That was the closest area to the bar.
I didn't have one drink in there. Thank you very much. Okay, so a new survey says lazy Brits admit to half doing everyday jobs and cleaning is the one we're most guilty of. You know the drill, spraying Febreze instead of actually washing the sheets. Ew. Shoving everything under the bed before guests arrive or giving the loo a quick wipe and then calling it a deep clean. Wiping breadcrumbs onto the floor and let the dog clean it. Apparently loads of us reckon we spend 10 years of our lives on chores. So no wonder we're looking for shortcuts. So these are some hacks.
I like cleaning. I find the cleaning like therapeutic, and then you're so happy. I prefer organizing, I'd say, but like I do like cleaning. I like to, like I will. There's not a chance in hell I'll go sleep tonight without sorting out all my stuff from the weekend. I would have to have that sorted. I'm going to go down now and put on one last wash, and then I'll just be like, do you know what? Well done. And I will literally pat myself on the back and say, well done, you've done it.
Okay, top 10 cleaning shortcuts that people admit to. So,
okay,
spray and pray, so blasting Febreze or air freshener instead of actually cleaning. Shove it under the bed.
Amber, you put fairy, what are they called?
That's for my runners.
My shoes.
For my runners.
Well, maybe they want to go in the washing machine. Have you asked them?
I have put them in the washing machine. There's no ventilation. It's not half cleaning anything.
Shove it under the bed. I don't have space under my bed.
I have clutter under my bed, but it's organised clutter. Half hoovering, vacuuming only the bits that people can see. No. If I'm getting the hoover out, I'm getting in the corners, I'm getting the skirting boards.
I got a fright the last time Amber took the hoover out. I was like, what do you do with that?
I took the hoover out yesterday because there was like half a box of feckin' Special K on the bed. Duvet disguise, pulling the covers up and calling it making the bed. No, I would always make my bed every single day.
I know that we all like it, I think it's really good to start your day by making the bed, but then sometimes I do think about it and I'm like, God, I have to do, like this is taking me a couple of minutes every day to be doing that.
But it's so nice getting into a made bed.
Oh my God, Amber and I took it to a new level. And Amber was slagging me when I said it. I left first this weekend to go down. And I was like, shit! And I rang Amber. I was like, Amber, please bring my pillow. And she's like, God, you're such a loser, really? And then she arrived down with not one, but two pillows. Brought her own.
I needed an extra one for the partition with me and Titi. Sleeve polish, wiping mirrors or windows with your jumper. I don't do that. Like if I have a hand towel that's going down for the wash, I'll give the mirror a little.
Yeah.
Definitely. Dog mop, letting the pet lick crumbs off the floor. I mean, you don't even have to ask, Bertie.
I mean, when my kids are having rice and Bertie's around, he can definitely pick up the rice. It's really hard to hoover up.
Dry shampoo.
Do you know what Penny once did? I love my hoover. I really love my hoover. It's a brilliant hoover, and hashtag go get us a discount code. I won't. I don't think you can get discount codes on them. Anyway, I love my hoover, and Otto vomited one night. This is like a year and a half ago maybe, and he puked everywhere. Penny hoovered the puke up. Do you know how long we had to have the smell of vomit?
Oh my God.
The house? I know. It took a long time before every time we hoovered it was like, oh, there's the bang of puke again.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
Disgusting. Shocking. So there's another one. That's so disgusting, man. Ugh. Dry shampoo shower. So skipping the wash and spraying the hair. No, I always wash. I even had a shower this morning. I think you were quite shook.
I had a shower this morning after my run.
Dish dash, running hot water over plates instead of scrubbing. No, I do that and put them in the dishwasher.
Okay, let's be honest about this here, right? Your bread knife. What's happening there with the bread knife?
What?
Giving it a full wash? You giving it a full wash with fairy up liquid and everything?
Oh, if there's butter on it, yes.
Yeah, but the bread knives you for cutting bread. I'll just run them.
Oh, for that. Yeah, that's fine. And then lights off trick, ignoring mess by literally not looking at it. No. Iron the front only. Make sure it's just no.
No, God.
So there you go. All right, folks.
There you go. A bit of lazy cleaning to finish the pod for you.
Yes. A few hacks there for you. Hope you all enjoyed. Thanks, Pete.